everyone, and welcome to FTB Quickies with Black Dog Z. Alright, today we're going to go over a few more machines. We have the Glacial Precipitator, the Igneous Extruder, the Aqueous Accumulator, the Cyclic Assembler, and the Energetic Infuser. We also have the Machinist Workbench. Now, before we get started, we are going to need a couple of buckets of water. Okay, but because we're in creative mode, we technically only ever need one bucket, but I always like to grab two just in case. So first we have the Glacial Precipitator. This uses a piston, machine frame, redstone reception coil, copper ingot, and blocks of snow. Once you've gotten all this together and you've built one of these, you can make snowballs, snow, or ice. So now, if we go ahead and just put some water in here, just going to fill it up. As you can see, it's nice and full. We're just going to grab flux. We'll just grab one of these for now. Just give it some energy. And so with a combination of energy and water, it's capable of producing snowballs. So for one bucket of for half a bucket, you get 4 snowballs. We can move it over to snow, and for a full bucket, you get a chunk of snow, I believe. Oh no, half a bucket gets you a chunk of snow. And then last but not least, we'll add another bucket of water in there. And a full bucket of water will get you ice. And there you go. So once you've built one Glacial Precipitator, you can build as many as you want really easily. And it just uses a little bit of water in order to get things rolling. So you get snowballs, snow, and ice from a Glacial Precipitator. This makes a lot of things a lot easier. If you ever had a needed for ice or snowballs or snow, there's your way to get it. Next up, we have the Igneous Extruder. Now for this, we're actually going to need lava. So I'm going to grab a bucket of lava. Of course, that gives us infinite lava, not an issue. So with the Igneous Extruder, you need one of these, which is a pneumatic servo, tin, glass, machine frame, and a piston. So once you get all that stuff together, you will have exactly what you need for the Igneous Extruder. Now the Igneous Extruder takes 2 liquids. So let's go ahead and take a look. So water went in on one side, lava goes in on the other. So now if I just go ahead and I fill it full of lava, you'll see here that it's going to create cobblestone. Real simple. Doesn't use any lava, doesn't use any water. Ta-da! So now if I want to make stone, we'll go ahead and switch it to that, and it's going to go ahead and make stone. And as you can see, still not using any lava, but it is using a bucket of water every time it wants to make stone. So we can go ahead and make some stone. Just going to fill up the water again. Now if I go ahead, let's turn that rain off. If I go ahead and switch it to obsidian, it's going to go ahead and make obsidian, but of course it's going to take a bucket of lava and a bucket of water. So if you can get yourself a good supply of either water or lava, you can make infinite cobble, infinite stone, and if you can get a good amount of lava, you get the obsidian. Works really well, makes it for you. You don't have to worry about going and mining it up. We all know that takes forever. This system just takes care of it for you. Look at that. We now have 4 obsidian. Next up, we have the Aqueous Accumulator. If you've ever wanted water, this is the way to get it. The Aqueous Accumulator will slowly collect water over time if you just let it sit here. It's pretty slow though. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. We're going to put down a bucket of water there. Then we're going to do the same thing here. I'm going to put down a bucket of water on that side. Now I've created what would be an infinite water supply if I remove the Aqueous Accumulator. So as you can see, it's filling up much quicker. And it will stay that way. So you could connect this up to like the Igneous Extruder or the Glacial Precipitator to get yourself an unlimited amount of anything that requires just water. Done. That simple. Making a mess. And of course I destroyed that. Next up, we have the Energetic Infuser. The Energetic Infuser is real simple. It holds energy right there. Anything you put in it will automatically put energy in. So that is a good thing about it. It'll just automatically infuse anything you have with energy. So to show this, let's go ahead and just grab a dynamo. We're going to grab a magnetic dynamo. We're just going to take it. We're going to toss it down right beside it. It's automatically going to connect up to it. And we're just going to fill it full of lava. Okay, so it's producing power. Magmatic dynamo's outputting power. And you should see that this guy's starting to take in power. Perfectly. All right. So now we should have over here, I think it's in this guy. Yeah, we have a redstone flux capacitor that's not quite full. So now using this guy, we can put him in here. And he's automatically going to start filling it up. Done. See? Didn't take long at all. And this is just going to continue filling from the magmatic dynamo at 80 RF per tick. Or if you hooked it to one of those cells we learned about before, you could fill this sucker a lot faster. Its maximum power is 10,000 RF per tick. So you can imagine how fast it'll go. Next up, we have the Psychic Assembler. The Cyclic Assembler uses, of course, a redstone reception coil, copper, tin gears, a machine frame, and a chest. Now the Cyclic Assembler, sorry about that, it's really hard for me to pronounce, uses what's referred to as schematics. So if we just take a look here, we type in schematic, you'll see here we have some schematics. And you can actually just put that right there. And then literally what we could do is we could take our stone and we could go... Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Make stone. So now the thing about the Psychic Assembler you need to know about is you need to turn off your overlay. And the reason for that is because over on the right hand side, when you're in creative mode or cheat mode, it's going to do some weird things. Like it automatically just threw out all the stone I had. So now that we've gone ahead and done that, we put our little 4 stone there. It made the stone, check marked it, and that filled in our schematic with 4 stone. And you'll see here that if you hold down shift, it'll actually change into what it's going to make and what it's using. It's going to use 4 stone to make 4 of those. Real simple. So now with this guy making infinite amounts of stone, you literally could just have it hooked up to this guy. And as soon as you gave him power, you'd automatically turn that into stone bricks. You could output that out the side or wherever you'd like and put that into a chest or whatever you need. So you have infinite stone brick as well. And you can, of course, make different cyclic assemblers that'll do a whole bunch of different things. Last but not least, we have the Machinist Workbench. It's basically like the cyclic assembler, but kind of manual. So we're actually going to grab our schematic from here that we already made. And you can make schematics in here. I'm just going to put that in there. And how much stone have we made? Oh, I ran out of water. So let's go ahead and just hit O. We're going to grab more stone. So now this guy makes stone really, really easy. So now all you have to do is press that button. It'll automatically take this crafting. You can have multiple in here, and you can click them and check it. And you can clear the crafting grid with the same button. You can also change the schematic if you don't like what the schematic says here. Like as an example, we could do this. This is one of my favorite things to do. Write that to the schematic, and now it takes 4 stone bricks, and it's going to make those special chiseled stone bricks. So see, as you can see, the schematic did what it was supposed to, but now it's out. It's saying, hey, I don't have any of these. It's kind of manual, but it doesn't require any power, unlike the cyclic assembler. So the Machinist Workbench is really nice for automating some basic tasks. So that's the basics going over today. Again, we had the Glacial Precipitator, the Igneous Extruder, the Aqueous Accumulator, which I accidentally broke, the Electric Infuser, the Cyclic Assembler, and the Machinist Workbench. I hope those will help you out in the future, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. Have a good evening.